Welcome to another episode of Music Therapy. I am John Thewin, your resident psychotherapist, and today we are reacting to your recommended song of The Hunger by REN. If you have another song you want to see me react to, please comment it down below. Please like, subscribe, really helps me. And let's check out this video. And what an image, the capitalistic pig of the world on a pike, the corporate greed. Oh my gosh, I'm excited. Let's hear some.
Poison in my veins lights a flame in my brain that maintains the pain that may change my frame of mind. Blind, I design rhymes intertwined, double time, genuine Frankenstein. I made a monster. Conquer, music scene, golden ticket, Wonka, conjure. Lyrics in my belly, I got thunder. Younger, everybody wishes they were younger. The older I'm getting, the more I feel the hunger. Bounce like a welterweight, how to scout to need Alka-Seltzer, alpha, beta, delta. I help you into the flash, out to mind the TVD's rap.
Wow, already. So his movements are erratic, his bars are a bit shaky here, and he is going at it. Oh my gosh, this idea that we all want to be younger because that's who we idolize, is young people who are beautiful or handsome because of the physical strength and their preserving youth and life ahead of them. And it's a bias in the counseling world that we sometimes neglect the older populations, and it's really messed up, and it actually ripples all throughout the healthcare system. Let's go back and listen to this one more time because there's a lot to unpack here.
Poison in my veins lights a flame in my brain that maintains the pain that may change my
See his twitching there? I wonder what's going on with that.
frame of mind. Blind, I design rhymes intertwined, double time, genuine Frankenstein. I made a monster. Conquer, music scene.
Wow, so he's saying that his music persona has made a monster and his personal life has probably suffered as a consequence of his REN ego and his musical success. Wow.
Golden ticket, Wonka, conjure. Lyrics in my belly, I got thunder. Younger, everybody wishes they were younger. The older I'm getting, the more I feel the hunger. Bounce like a welterweight, how to scout to need Alka-Seltzer, alpha, beta, delta. I help you into the fall, I shout them out to mind the TVD's rap.
I love how his body movements mimic the cadence of his rhymes here. It's a little unhinged, it's a little epileptic. I mean, he is out here shaking like he's tweaking on methamphetamine. I mean, it's incredible.
Help to need Alka-Seltzer, alpha, beta, delta. I help you into the fall, I shout them out to mind the TVD's rhymes. I find you never felt a feeling like this, feeling me, believing I'm a demon, I'm a devil. Fuck the game, completed every level, I'm a vessel. For spirits a channeler, on my lyrics, I'm a rebel. I raise my fist, the anti-capitalistic pissed, I revel.
I love this. REN is a rebel, and that's why his fans have adopted the Renegades, because the Renegades are notorious for doing something against the common grain. And that's what REN is so good at. He points out the flaws, he gives solutions, he makes amazing music based on some of his own traumas and experiences. And sometimes in a world that's corrupt, you gotta stick up. You gotta stick up to stand out, to get something to be better than it is.
The spirit's a channeler, on my lyrics, I'm a rebel. I raise my fist, the anti-capitalistic pissed, I revel. In society collapsing, fantastic, now pump the treble. Tick to the top of the tip of my tongue and tapping telepathy. Terrified them with the terrible telekinesis tantrum. I torture the enemies. Flowing and flowing and growing and flowing. I swallow the flow like a Toblerone. I'm a feast on the flow, I'm a beast with the flow. Then I'm switching it up and I'm taking it low. Kitty with the black heart in the cup.
Wow, this reminds me of Rap God by Eminem. Holy smokes, he is going so fast with his lyrics, and it's hard to really understand what he's saying. Whew.
I swallow the flow like a Toblerone. I'm a feast on the flow, I'm a beast with the flow. Then I'm switching it up and I'm taking it low. Kitty with the black heart in the car park by Primark. Jamming Django, Reinhardt, living with a raw star. Refine rats to a fine art. Vincent Van Gogh, I start making my mark like Frankie Sinatra. King call me Arthur. And my style is homegrown like growing Cali weed. Don't need no personal trainer, I got trainers on my feet. You know I got the soul in my bowl when I eat. You know I'm staying grounded when I grind up my beef. But if you got a problem, my brother, I might just put on some rubber gloves and just choke it till Larry's ruptures and blood that just bubbles up and
Wow, I love that line of, I don't need a personal trainer, I've got trainers on. Like, I'm good, thanks dude. I don't need someone to help me. When I can train myself, I can get it done myself. I love it.
I'm out jamming Django, Reinhardt, living with a raw star. Refine rats to a fine art. Vincent Van Gogh, I start making my mark Like Frankie Sinatra, King call me Arthur. In my style.
I love that wordplay. Frankie Sinatra, King Arthur. Oh my gosh, so good.
It's homegrown like growing Cali weed. Don't need no personal trainer, I got trainers on my feet. You know I got the soul in my bowl when I eat. You know I'm staying grounded when I grind up my beef. But if you got a problem,
I love that too. I'm staying grounded when I grind up my beef. Yeah, I imagine it's hard to not get an inflated ego when you rise to the top of anything, whether that's your career or your athletics, and you have to stay grounded, and that requires a lot of discipline, because if you have all the money, all the resources and fans in the world telling you you're great, it'd be hard not to internalize that and believe that you're infallible and invincible. And that's why we see a lot of celebrities going out young, dying, the 21 club, the 27 club, and that's really because of drug use being so common, thinking they're invincible, feeling like they're invincible, and feeling like their youth is forever. And it's so scary. It's the high-risk behavior that accompanies the hunger to be better. And then once you get there, it's like the hunger is often sedated sometimes by drugs and alcohol, and that can lead to, overdoses and deaths, and it's so tragic.
oh, when I eat, you know I'm staying grounded when I grind up my beef. But if you got a problem, my brother, I might just put on some rubber gloves and just choke it till I rupture some blood that just bubbles up, and the bubbles just double up, and you struggle. But lucky suckers, I'm subtle at covering up the trouble. Cover up the crime scene, 1990, that's my scene. My teen years were spent rolling the Thai green. Obscene fiend in a pair of baggy jeans, putting backy with the green. Roll a fatty, dopamine starts flowing.
Oh, right. He's talking about how his marijuana use impacted his cognitions, his cerebellum glowing. I love that, right? He's smoking up a fat doobie here in the 90s when he grew up. Ren is actually a bit older than I thought he'd be. He's like 30 and some change, and he looks so young. He looks like he could be a teenager, but he is a 90s baby, so he's in his 30s, which is amazing.
In a pair of baggy jeans, putting backy with the green. Roll a fatty, dopamine starts flowing. My cerebellum glowing, the pendulum is slowing. I'm swinging and I'm swaying, but I don't know where I'm going. Mind running, Jesse.
That's such a great depiction of addiction, just kind of like swinging aimlessly throughout the universe and not knowing entirely where you're going. And he looks so susceptible to external influences, and that's what I have seen working with people in addiction, is that they kind of drift wherever the drugs are, and at the expense of their own values and their own desires, and that's the most tragic loss.
The pendulum is slowing, I'm swinging and I'm swaying, but I don't know where I'm going. Mind running, Jesse Owens, hallelujah, Leonard Cohen. All the seeds that I've been sowing, slowly growing like trees. I grow, then I preach, scrap that I teach over beat.
I grow, then I preach. I imagine he's talking about his lyricism here and his music, how he creates it. He has to grow it, like think about it, refine it, give it some fertilizer, give it some time, look back on it day after day, and then sing it, and then perform it. And that reminds me of this Abraham Lincoln quote. It's like, if you're going to cut down a tree, you got to spend 99 days out of 100 sharpening the axe. So when you go in to perform, you are ready. That blade is ready to slice through that tree easily, and speaks to the value of preparation. And I think that's what Ren is doing here with his talking about how he perfects his art and his raps.
Beats to all those that see, teach on these streets. Streets can be bleak, but bleak was the place where I rose to my feet.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I love that. Oh my gosh. Bleak was the place he rose to his feet. Yes. And that is what makes Ren so awesome, is that he has endured some traumas that are just incomprehensible to the average person. And the bleakness and the traumas are so important to his development. And so if you're going through something yourself that's really difficult, know that you'll get through it. You'll find light at the end of the tunnel, and you'll find a purpose and meaning in it in due time.
The place where I rose to my feet. I teach over beats to all those that see. Teach on these streets. Streets can be bleak, but bleak was the place where I rose to my feet.
Yeah. What a drop. actually doesn't sound like a machine. That actually sounds like REN narrating some of that beat right here. That's REN. Uh-huh. Wow. I didn't know he could beatbox. That is badass. So freaking good. The hunger has led him to seek out some of his successes and overcome the bleakness of the streets. And he finds gratitude in the bleakness of the streets now, because it gave him something that he overcame, and then that gave him motivation to overcome the next thing. And that is such a great reframe. What an incredible song, The Hunger. Whew. This got me jazzed up. I feel the adrenaline through my veins. I love this song, this style of rap. So good. And the fact he can beatbox, didn't know that at all. Holy heck, there's like layers of Ren that we're discovering together. All of us renegades out there. Thank you so much for listening to another episode of Music Therapy. Please like, subscribe, share this to someone. It means the world to me. And I look forward to seeing you in the next Music Therapy episode.